know that we have pasted the link to the Google form, and when you click this quiz here, so we know the how many numbers have submitted, so that is the turned in. And now that we have created this form, we are going to use the same form and rename it and use it. So I go to the form that has been created earlier, and here if you see this red color asterisk means that if I click here, so you know that if I made it a required question, so that the student must answer one of the option, and only then they can proceed and submit the form. So otherwise they may not be able to submit it. So this is to make sure that the student don't skip the answer. And the second section is about the feedback on this learning session. So here also I have made that red asterisk appear here. So that is, they have to compulsorily answer this question. And I'll show you another file of the responses which the students have given. So this is how the after you post the question, so the responses are here. So we know who are the students have answered. So this was sent to batch 5, so all the 25 students have responded and the email IDs, as well as we see how the pattern of answering, and especially the second section, if you remember for the previous one, so we had asked about the feedback about this particular lecture. So they will be giving a feedback, so which will be nice for us to record for every session to show that how effective was this session. So I have to tell you about since you have used this form, so you need not redo this 3 questions in the second section again and again. So what you can do is you can only change the first section. In the section 1, you can just change the questions and the options. And to do that, so go to this 3 dots here, okay, and we say make a copy, and I rename it, since I have created earlier one as a new lecture topic as parasitic infections. So I would prefer to use this as a quiz on parasitic infection. So I say okay. So this is now getting saved as a new file, and all the responses which was there would be gone. And this is the new name what you're seeing here. But what you should do is the new name changes only on the folder, but it does not change inside the form. So we need to copy this and paste it as parasitic infection and change the questions here, but leaving the feedback on this session as such, so that we need not type it again and again. So this is how we do it, and there is no save button here. So once you close this button, once you close the window, so then you are back to the it gets saved onto the drive. So I go to the forms, the home, and I would be able to see there is a quiz on parasitic infection. And once I click this, and I want to just to be okay, you see here we can customize themes. So because students will be receiving a lot of forms, just to be a nice feel that the eyes can be much better, so we just change the theme a little bit, and the same settings. So once you are renaming it, you don't have to worry about any setting or anything. So just keep it as such. And if you want to send it, so again, don't send it directly to the email here. So better to always to keep it organized as it. So you can straight away copy this link and go to, you have another parasitic infection here. Okay, so I want to post that link here. So I create, okay, I create, this is a quiz. So I don't want this blank quiz, and I want to add my own link which I have copied. So I paste the link, oops, cancel. I need to add the link, right? So I paste the link and I've added it, and the form gets saved. And make sure we are posting this for parasitic infection. So choose that particular topic, and points is, I don't want it to be graded, and once it is done, so probably now this is okay, quiz on parasitic infections. All right, I'm not completing it full, and I assign it. There we have the quiz here, and when I see, so nobody has submitted the answer, and this is how we rename it and do it. Okay, so if we start using the same thing, so in the drive which I showed you somewhere, okay, in my form, okay, I go back here. Okay, if I don't rename it, so rather than we will be missing the records of viral infections, rather than that we will be having record of parasitic infection. So we are missing on one of the quiz. Okay, so that's why we need to rename it and send that thing again, so that now all the classroom things appears one after the other, where the parasitic infections, viral infections, and all the lecture topics will keep appearing. And this is in the classwork, and once we go to the stream, so we see what are the things which we have posted chronologically.